Hello, 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 everybody. Hope you're all doing fine. Happy Wednesday to you all. How are you, Queen Debbie? How are you doing today?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing well. I'm King Davy, as our queen has said.
Oh, my name is Val from Kenya. Queen Debbie, your shirt looks amazing. Your t-shirt is so good. The color is so rich. I love it. I love it. You should send some for me. Yeah, you're
They are
looking
coming.
amazing today.
I'll do a DHL for you. Don't worry.
Please, please, please. Thank you so much. So, family, welcome back to our channel today. As usual, we are here to educate one another, to empower one another, to inspire one another. And we don't do financial advices. We're just here to empower. It's all about empowering, education, about inspiring one another. Because you know that we are about to get into a very crucial moment, the moment that people have been waiting for in the bull cycle. So we want to get ready for that. As we wait, we are getting ready. So as you can see, our topic today is a topic that people avoid mostly, but it's one of the most important conversations. You'll hear this, can I say this year or this time, and even time to come. So as you can see, our topic today is building financial resilience in a volatile market. As usual, like I said, we are here to educate, empower. I want, maybe next week we'll be saying this together in unison. We are here to educate, we are here to empower and to inspire one another. Back to you, Queen Devi.
Thank you so much, my queen. As she already introduced the topic, this is not just a topic. It's actually written in bold so that you understand. As she said, this is a major topic that people don't talk about usually when it comes to cryptocurrency. So, what if the market crashes tomorrow? They avoid this. We need to get what to understand. So we are here to empower, to educate, and to inspire. We are not here to give you financial advice or any other thing. So for that reason, we are going to be educating you, inspiring you, and also empowering you. So I'm Deborah from Zimbabwe, Harare, is to be precise, and my queen here is from Kenya. So we are going to dive into into our topic today. Sorry for the delay because we had experienced a bit of technical fault. So back to you, Queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for that warm introduction. And today we're not just giving you vague ideas, you're not just giving you theories. We are going to be breaking it down into powerful and can I say practical strategies that will help you, that will help me, will help us all together, you know, and even when you're so relaxed, you're sleeping through the night, you'll be going through it with peace because you know that even if the market goes down today, you're still in a good place. So we're going to be asking you this question, and you can see it's running down there. What if the market crashes tomorrow or today or whichever time? Will you still be okay? So I'm going to give it to Queen Debbie as we dive into this beautiful, amazing topic. And by the way, excuse me, I have a very bad cold. So if you hear my voice today is not okay, just bear with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Val. That is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the cold, yeah. You'll be fine. You'll be okay. Thank you for even sacrificing. When you're not feeling well, you're coming in. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much, my queen. So let's dive in. Let's start here. If your heart is racing every time when the market is dipping, when the market is going red, and you are wrestling and you are not at peace with yourself, I'm here to tell you that you are not an investor, you are a gambler. So what is it? are not investing, you are a gambler. You are gambling with the market because you are not your mind is not set, your mind is not centered on what you want. So at the end of the day, what are we talking about? One big thing that kills wealthy from us, for us to create, that kills us from creating wealth, is because we are always afraid of losing. We are always afraid of losing and taking out the bigger picture, which is when you invest, let your mind be at peace. Once you are at peace with your mind, what happens? You understand the rule of what? Of investment, or rather than gambling. So this comes back to our question. If the market crashes today, are you going to be still okay? Or you are going to be emotionally panicking, or emotionally disturbed, or thinking that all hope has lost? So think about it. At most, sometimes 30% of the market can go down. Most people run, they want to run away. They don't want to see any deep, they don't want to see a red candle. Actually, any red candle, people are afraid. When they see just a little bit of red candle, people are afraid. So this is not how we should be investing when it comes, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency. When you are in cryptocurrency, we have people who does maybe you want to be a seasonal investor. Yes, we can understand that, but you need to put structures. You need to put timeline. You also need to put goals. Okay, let's say goals. You need to put goals. You see. So if you are a seasonal investor, they see discount. They see discount. They become emotional. They become very tired of looking at the charts. They are not tied to long term. They only wait for what? For short term, the white, the red, the green candles only, that they comes in short period of time. That's what they are all about. So I want to say today, as we are educating each other, we want to educate each other so that we have a long-term mind sitting on our investment. We are not here for a short period of time. If you are here for a short period of time, I'm telling you, you are here to gamble. When you see the red candle, you don't want to settle down, you want to cash out, you want to do all those things. But that's not what we are here for. For example, let's put in a practical advice, right? For instance, let's set a watch or a clock that says you are going only to watch your portfolio only maybe 90 days. You can only check your portfolio in 90 days or monthly. It depends. Not every day. Some people get glued to their phone. They want to check each and every day. They want to check their phone each and every day. They want to check their coins each and every day. And that is not healthy. When it comes to crypto investment, that is not healthy. That will give you panic. That will give you anxieties. When you see the red candles, you are now scared. My money is finishing. Because why? You are just checking it each and every day, each and every time, each and every hour. Don't do that. That will create anxieties. That will create panics when you see people selling. What are you here for? Set a journal. Use a journal record that you will record why you invested, why you entered the market, why are you even investing on this cryptocurrency or on these tokens. Why are you doing it? The reason remains the same. When you say, I'm doing this for me to come out of poverty, for me to build wealth, wealth is not built within 24 hours. Wealth is not built within 48 hours. Wealth is not built within 1 month. Wealth is built over time. See how our developer said on Monday, when he was talking about these big five companies, and he was talking about 30 years. Now they are big companies in 30 years. That's long time. 30 years is a long time. So what do? if you want to build wealth, you plan long time. You don't plan short times. Short terms are not for you. Short terms are for gamblers who just want to come in the market and make money, $20, and go and buy their children gifts, whatever they want to do. But if you want to come out of this era of you going from 9 to 6 to 8 or 9 to 6, please you need to put a journal. Write down the reason why you are here, and this reason they will help you to they will help you to understand, and they help you to wait for that reason, for you to make the money that is needed for that reason that you jotted down. You have to have a strategy, not vibes. You know, people, they vibe because the market is good, everyone is here, is happy, yeah, everyone is happy. But do you know why you are here? Do you know that that reason, that statement that you have put on your journal, or that strategy that you have put in your journal for the long term, it needs you to have patience. It needs you to not be looking at your Bullrun token every day. It needs you to be consistently coming on this educational session, so that you are not moved by what is happening outside. What you hear today, the market is down with 50%, you are panicking. Oh, so my money is down with 50%, you are panicking. That is because you are gambling. You are not building real investment that will take you out of what? Of poverty. We are here to come out of poverty, to come out of the cycle of going to our working places each and every day, because our money, they are not enough for us to sustain us for the whole year. That's why we all waking up each and every day, right? But when we are doing this, we are, especially when you are using BRL, you need to understand that very soon our USDC will be working for us. We'll be getting our USDC because the cash flow will be coming. Our rewards are going to be coming, and our token is going to also become scarce and increase in what? In value. And you see, many of or most of us who are here, you stop fearing red candles. Because why? You don't care anymore, because you're receiving your USDC reward. You are seeing an opportunity that now I can make my money. I'm receiving my USDC rewards, and now I can go back and buy again, right? And you don't care about the red candles, who's coming out. You don't care, because already you have your cash cow that is giving you, that is producing the milk for you. That milk that is coming, or the money that is coming from the milk. You don't care about who's not waiting, who's killing their cash cows. You don't care, because your own is coming. So the strategy that we need to enter into this market is that we need to have time to understand that we are not gambling, we are investing for long term. And this long term is going to help us to create wealth. You cannot create wealth, as I said, you cannot create wealth over time, overnight. You cannot create wealthy overnight. You need to have strategies. You need to have plans that is written down. How many years are you going to wait for? How much money do you need? How much money do you need? If you need $1 million today, how many years are you going to wait from now, where you invested with Bullrun? How many years are you going to wait? Or how many months are you going to wait? You're not going to see a red candle in July, then you said, oh, my money is gone. You are not here to gamble. If you want to gamble, please go to the casinos. Take your money and go to the casinos and do that. But here we are here to build and to build wealth. The market will crash again, yes. But what are you doing with that? We need you to be prepared. We need you to be emotionally prepared, and for us to be ready for the wealth that is coming. If not getting your USDC rewards very soon, you end up saying, oh my God, I'm losing all my money. But remember, the goal is for us to get our USDC. Once we get our USDC, we will no longer chase the red and green candles. We don't care about them, because the red and the green candles, they are the ones that are going to be paying us in our USDC rewards. So we don't care either they sell, either they buy, either they do what, because the red and the green in Bullrun ecosystem is paid to us. So back to you, my queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. As we are always here educating one another, something that has stood out is that the crypto industry is now not a trial and error thing. It's something that that works. So it's upon you to get education. It's upon you to learn the emerging trends. It's upon you to do your own research. It's upon you to determine the assets that will work for you, because you're now not holding for a short term. It's something that is even still evolving, and we must also evolve with it. So you said it well, Queen Debbie. Thank you for that. And with what Queen Debbie has said, let us now kind of shift gears to wealth that works for you even in a crash, because like I said already, the crypto industry is not a season thing. Okay, it used to be, or I still can say it is, but either way, you still need something that is going to be working for you regardless, So let's talk about how to keep making money even during a crash. I know that statement sounds crazy, but it's not. you know, I know you're there, you're saying, but Val, what are you saying? If the market is down, it's down. Yes, it's down, but the token you're holding, the asset you're holding, is it working for you even during those times? So, and this simple strategy, it's called income generating assets. That is all you need, income generating assets. And you see, in the crypto world, this just means that um, assets that earn, whether the price is up or down, this asset is earning, it's working for you. Yeah. So like you see when we say today we are going to tell you BRL is your personal bank. When we say that, we mean it because you hold the token and it pays you in USDC. Let us just take a moment and think about that. Just by holding Bullrun token, it's like you're getting paid because you're holding BRL. Okay, how many people are holding BRL? Please lift up your hands. Yes, now you're gonna be getting USDCs every. That is how it works in simple terms. That is how it works. You hold the token, and it pays you in USDC. And you see, like we already know, USDC is a stable coin. That one now we can now agree. Okay, let me just say we all know. But for those people who don't know, maybe it's your first time listening to these sessions, or maybe it's your first time coming across a BRL ecosystem, we want you to know that USDC is a stable token, a stable coin, because it has been paired with the US dollar. So it is one to one with the US dollar. So that makes it stable, because you know that the US dollar is the most stable currency we have in the world. So being a USDC is the USD coin. So it being paired with the US dollar makes it stable. So it's a stable coin, right? And stable coins, one of their characteristics is it doesn't fluctuate, it doesn't go up, it doesn't go down. Like, for example, let us just be realistic. You see how BRL had gone to $5 and then it's now at $3. USDC doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. And that is even why, by the way, did you know that BRL has been paired with the USDC? BRL is paired with USDC. So that also makes Bullrun stable. And that is even why we earn USDCs just by staking your BRL tokens. Yeah. So and this happens even during the dips. I remember one time I said that when Bullrun token was launched, we used to receive our USDC rewards, and by that time BRL went up and then it went down. But when it went down, the USDC rewards, they were just there. They just remained there. If yours had stopped counting at 20, that is where it will still be even up to date. If you had not claimed, that is where it remains at. If it remains, if it stopped at $1 or at 1,000 or at 500, that is where it will remain. The only thing it can do, it can only go up or stay or be stagnant, right? That is if the volume is not accumulated enough. Yeah, so that is what that is how the USDC works. So when you have this, you're not even forced to sell your tokens to get money. You know, that's simply revolutionary, because you see, the main reason why we get into crypto with a gambling mindset is because you do not want to miss. You know, the moment you see the coin go up, you want to, you only want to hold it while it's going up, but when it's going down, you are afraid, because you don't want to lose everything you will have accumulated. So that will make you sell, first of all, prematurely, and it will also make you lose a lot, because you see, like we said at that time, Queen Debbie, trading and investing, those are two different things. You know, when you're a trader, it just means that you're a gambler. And when you are a trader, we realize that you might sell, like, for example, let's just give it like a real example. You see how Ethereum had gone down under 2000s, right? Most people, they sold. They were like, hell, I'm not even going to witness 1500. Me, I'm selling mine. So you see, they sell. Some waited, and they're like, ah, no, I can't wait any longer, and they sold, right? And the moment you sell, Ethereum starts going up, or rather, you sell today and then it goes up by tomorrow. So you see, you will have missed the tomorrow, the tomorrow's pump, let me call it that, because that is what we are used to, you know. So that alone has told you that you have sold your assets prematurely, whereas you will have just waited. Just, you know, that is not the difference between traders and investors. Investors, when we invest, we just hold, and you're like, okay, now I'm holding. I've bought my tokens. It's like you're locking it in your system. You're like, I'm locking it. I won't check it for like 90 days or 30 days, whatever time you want, right? But a trader is somebody, or a gambler. Let's call it a gambler. It's somebody who is just like them and the screen, same WhatsApp group. You know, they're just seated there. Once it goes up, they're happy. But once it just goes down like this, they sell, and they don't know. You know, the moment you sell, you know, when it goes down that zigzag, and then you sell, and then it starts going up again. So you know, you'll have missed the pump. So when you are holding that type of asset, you really miss out on big opportunities, you know. But if that asset of yours was giving you something like USDC, you know, that alone motivates you to hold, because you're like, maybe if the market goes down, my USDCs are intact, you know. So like, you won't be disturbed. You won't be disturbed, you know. That means that your asset is generating income for you, you know. That is how you build your wealth, even when the market is crashing, you know. That is how it works, you know. But if your tokens are just tokens, empty tokens that you just require to be holding, when it goes up you sell, then you are, sorry to say, but Queen Debbie already said it, you are gambling. You're gambling. And like we always say, you know, right now the crypto industry, it's evolving, it is moving, and it's the future. Actually, the blockchain industry is the future. So imagine by now you're still gambling your way in, whereas by now you ought to have identified your asset, and you are seated slowly because you've already invested and you're waiting for the big change. But if you are still, you know, buying assets that are not working for you, then you're going to miss out on everything. And then you'll be the people that will be saying, hey, I saw that bull cycle and it was big, but then you'll have nothing to show for it, because you are in a hurry to make small cash, you know. So let's just break it down, you know. When, like, for example, like BRL, you know, the rewards are in USDC. You know, I said BRL is your bank. When we say that, we are not even lying. Now we're telling you how that works. First things first, BRL rewards are in USDC, a stable and spendable asset. USDC has real-time value. You can use it online or how you wish. You can still buy. By the way, you can buy also BRL using USDC. So long as you have Ethereum for gas fees, you can still use that to buy your BRL. Yeah. And then the price of BRL doesn't have to move for you to earn, you know. So long as the volume is like there is a circulating volume, you will be earning your USDC rewards either way, you know. Another thing, like we said, you can use those USDC rewards for anything. You can use them to top up your portfolio, you know, buying more at a discount. So when I say at a discount, it's the dip, you know. So you understand the dip. You know, if you are an investor, for example, let's say people who are holding Bullrun tokens, they're Queen Debbie, let's agree on one thing, that there is ever traders will never run out of traders. That traders will always be there. You know, so let's say two people bought BRL trader and an investor, right? So when the price goes down, the trader will sell. But what will an investor do? They will see that as an opportunity to buy back at a discount now, because when BRL price is down like it is right now, it's always an opportunity for you to get more, because you're like, hey, I bought my BRL at $5 and right now it's at $3. Then it's an opportunity for me to buy more, because you are never going to get it at that price again, right? So in short, if people sell, it's an opportunity for somebody to buy more, right? To top up your portfolio, right? And we can say it, you can reinvest it into staking. You can stake it again. You can buy BRL and stake even more. And also, you know that, for example, if you have 1,000 Bullrun tokens today, and per day you're earning like $70. If you are compounding that $70, you'll no longer be earning $70 per day, because remember, you'll be compounding more. So you'll be having more BRLs, and you see, the taking rewards, that is how they work. The more Bullrun tokens you have, the more rewards you get. The higher the volume, the higher the rewards. So it depends on the Bullrun tokens you have, and also it depends on the volume. That is how the USDC rewards work, right? So you see, this kind of model, you know, it flips the cash narrative, right? While others are selling at a loss, BRL holders are collecting income and buying more at discount. You know, that is just empowering yourself. If actually the best way to empower yourself right now, as you're holding Bullrun tokens, is to buy back more. That is the best kind of empowerment, because you'll not only be having more BRL tokens, but when you start getting the USDC rewards, you will be getting more and more and more, right? So that's the best kind of way. So you see, like we just said, crypto wealth is no longer about hoping for green candles. You know, imagine, well, somebody, you know what, when we'll be receiving our USDC reward, somebody will be in another chat somewhere, in another community somewhere. They'll just be praying, hey, oh my God, where can this chat just go up and go green? By that time, for us, we'll be receiving USDC reward. So we're just like, hey, you like you don't even know what is happening out there, because you see there's some people like that. Once they vote BRL, they are locked. They don't even want to hear anything happening, because they're like, hey, me, if I've gotten this community, it's something that they've been craving for. So once they got it, they settled, and that is all they want to know, you know. So as much as this market is tricky, but you have to learn how to dive. You have to learn your ways through it, you know. So it's about owning assets that work for you, right? And like we've said, with BRL, you're no longer dependent on the mood of the market, and that is freedom. You know, Queen Debbie, something that I'm also realizing is that, as much as we are saying we want financial freedom, the people in this crypto industry, they have been tied down by the mood of the market. Because how can you be chasing financial freedom, yet something, you know, emotions are tying you down that you don't even want to look, you know, for that. So in the midst of chasing your financial freedom, you get lost within the market, and you even miss it completely. So let us really get assets that work for us, wealth generating assets. Yeah. Back to you, my queen.
Wow, thank you so much, Queen Val. That was so detailed. People they really want to be tied their investment with emotions. Yes, but that's not how we invest. People might have emotions, but that's not how we invest. Queens and kings who are here. So as I go deeper into this into our topic, how smart portfolios survive the storms. So, of course, our queen said a crash happens. Yes, they do happen. It doesn't mean that, when we talk about crash, people might think of the internet is crashing. Somebody asked me, what if internet crashes? When internet crashes, which means the whole world is just shattered. We are not talking about that. We are talking about the deep, when the market is now going down. Okay, or when we are going to the bear market, now we are anticipating the bull market. When we are going in the bear market, that is the crash that you're talking about. Because some of you might think otherwise. Before you go out of this session, you say, "Oh, they talk about the market is going to crash." No, it's not about that. So get it right. Get it right. It's when the market is now going down, like after bull run, then the market is now going down. That was what our queen was explaining. That as a bull run holder, you are holding a token that is sustainable, and which is paired also with the USDC, which is not going to be fluctuating like as others are going to be doing the same thing. So in this particular time, you need to have a good coin, and that is going to work for you during this time of crash. So this is what we are going to talk about: how smart portfolio survive the storm. Right? How can it survive the storm? So you need a strategy. First of all, you need a strategy, because portfolio mix can either protect you or expose you. So if you mean portfolio mix, there are people who are holding some tokens which are not from our ecosystem. We are not saying they're bad. No, we're not saying they're bad. It's okay. You can have them. You need to understand the fundamentals of the token that you're holding. Is it working for you, or it's going to work against you? Right? That's it. In 2022, just after the bull run, we saw the market dropping by 80% because were most of people were invested in hype tokens, and but smart investors, they had layers, same as we are talking right now. Some of you have hype tokens, and some of you who are smart who are holding Survivor, Bullrun, and Killer Whale, right? And those are smart investors. So as you're doing that, right, you need to understand that smart portfolio building blocks. What are these? First of all, the first one is foundation. For instance, for us, we have a stable coin that is paid with our our Bullrun, which is USDC reward. Sorry, not reward. USDC is paid with our Bullrun. It's stable. Secondly, we are staking. These are foundation that are holding our token. So you are getting what? You are getting the USDC rewards from staking, which is a stable coin, which is not going to fluctuate. I'm not going to talk about it because our queen has talked about it, how our USDC works over our bull run. So we're not going to talk about that. So as you know, these are foundation that are holding our token, that it's not going to fluctuate. Why? Because I myself, I'm not going to sell my tokens because I want USDC, which is a stable coin, which is not going to fluctuate when I get them. When I get them, they're not going to go up and down just like that. At the end of the day, I also need growth. Tokens which are built under what? Which are built under strong network or strong ecosystem, just like our own Bullrun. It's built on a strong network and also on a strong ecosystem, just like Ethereum, right? And we are also paired with Ethereum in other of our tokens, and also Bullrun is also under Ethereum network, right? So at the end of the day, what are you getting? You are now getting a foundation, you're now getting a growth. And also number three, it's high risk and high rewards. very small percentage in speculative tokens. So you end up getting, yes, you'll be, yes, I want they say high risk, high rewards, right? But at the end of the day, it's just a small percentage that you are so happy about that is going to just give you a small, just very, very small percentage in speculative tokens. So at the end of the day, you need to have the good tokens with good fundamentals, good foundations, on also build on solid ecosystem. So as much as we can say, yes, we can have other tokens, I'll also emphasize you need to understand, is that ecosystem built to make you rich or to milk away money from you? Because we are here and we are not here to donate money, we are here to make money. So if you are here to donate, you end up just dumping into any token that you see because you want to make 2%, 3% in a short period of time. At the end of the day, you're just not going to make life-changing money. So let's be real. Most of you, maybe 90% are in hype tokens and 10% are in safe. So why can't you just flip that? 90% in what? In safe tokens, 10% in what? In hype tokens. There are tokens that they're hyping right now. If you go on internet, there are so many they're hyping. Why can't you just put your 10% there and then 90% go for tokens that have good fundamentals, that have good ecosystem? Just like our Bullrun. Why Bullrun fits to have 3 layers? The first one, which is the foundation that I told you, USDC rewards. All right, it's equals to foundation, right? BRL token equals to growth. Ecosystem exposure equals to long-term multipliers, right? You're going to create a long-term finances in your what, in your in your portfolio. Just because you have this token, have a long-term what plans, because already it has created to save us for the longest. The long we stay, the long we make more money. Remember, we are going to have, our queen is talked about we're always going to have traders. And remember, the more they trade, the more we earn the USDC rewards. Because remember, each time, each buy and each sell is a certain amount of money that is retained in what? In our liquidity, retained into our USDC pool. So at the end of the day, we don't care who is not going to remain, who is not going to just come and sell. Those who want to gamble, they can come and gamble. We don't care about them. One thing that I want to tell you is, you don't have to be concerned about those who are coming and buying and selling. Yes, that's what they want to do. They want to gamble with their money. We are here for the long term, and this long term needs you to understand the fundamental of the token that you're holding and the ecosystem that the token is built under. What are the fundamentals? What are the rules, and what are the growth, the foundation of this token? How is it going to retain liquidity? What is the mechanism behind? If you get to understand all these things, you are not here going to panic unless you want to gamble. Yes, you can panic, whatever you want to do. But if you understand these fundamentals and this mechanism, you understand that you are in a safe place and your money is safe. You will be able to enjoy your returns very soon. So crashes do not kill our portfolio, but poor construction does. And if you don't understand how you are going to strategize your portfolio, you end up caught up in this crash, because you do not choose the right portfolio that is going to sustain you in the deep, that is going to give you something that is going to sustain you in the deep. Remember, for you to survive with other tokens, you need to be selling them. So the moment you understand that Bullrun, you don't need to be selling it for you to survive. You earn USDC. So which means there's nothing that you can be worried about, because you are going to earn your USDC rewards and you make money, rather than other tokens, which means when they start deep, when you sell in deep, you are in loss already. So As for Buran token, you are not going to be worried, right? Because once you start to receive your BRO token, your USDC rewards, the dip will not disturb you, because you are not going to be selling your token so that you get money. You are going to be earning your rewards so that you get money to spend. So at the end of the day, you need to pick the right horse for this bear market that is going to come after the bull run. You need to pick the right horse that will not be able to make you crash with it when everything is crashing. You need something that will make you survive in this bear market that is going to come. It will not survive the bull cycle either, if it's not strong. So as our developer always says, he always says, you need to have a token that is a good fundamentals that works for you, not against you. So choose right and choose wise and stay happy, not panicking every time. So once you choose the horse that is really good for the journey that you're going to, you will be at peace. And you will know, just like everyone who wants to embark on a long journey, you need to make sure your car is serviced, everything on your car is okay, the tires are okay, the fuel are okay, you have everything that is needed for the road. So pick wisely so that you are not going to be uh scared during the bear market. So back to you, my queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. That was so detailed. That was so detailed. You know, if you really want something to work for you, you have to. If you really want something, you have to behave like you want it. But you can't be saying that you want financial freedom, yet you're jumping in every pump and dump coin. You know, it really can't work that way. Otherwise, you're just going to remain somebody who is always doing trial and error, year in year out, every season of the bull cycle, every season out. So you really need to be focused, and you need to strategize, because everything in life, actually, you can't just go into something. You have to strategize, right? So thank you for that, Kundebi. So our last topic of today, after you've all done that and checked that, you now have to have the survivor mindset. Prepare when it's come. That is how you can also um make this or build this financial resilience in a volatile market. So as you are ending this session, we want to end it with a mindset shift. Uh Queen Debbie and myself, we normally talk about this every time. You don't prepare for a storm in the middle of it. When a storm is already here, you can't start saying, "Hey, now I have to prepare," when it's already here. Even like we normally, okay, I've never been in, okay, here in Kenya, when there is a storm, they don't sound a warning, but I've seen it in movies and all that. You know, they normally don't wait until the storm comes. That's when they sound the warning. They have to sound that warning when the clouds are forming in the dark, and you see those guys, they're called who meteorologists. They look at it and they know this is going to be a very huge storm. So that is when they sound the warning, they broadcast it and all that. That is how prepared those people are. So you also have to do it. You can't wait for it to arrive. That's when you start preparing. You prepare when it's sunny. Even when you're usually told to save money, it's not that you're saving that money because you want to use it at that moment. You're saving it because of a rainy day is coming ahead, right? So you just see, if today the market looks good, this is when you load up, right? I remember in one session, one of King Steve's YouTube session, he was talking about how, when the market is fearful, that is when you become greedy. You can't do it the other way around. you know.
Mm,
When the
mhm.
market is greedy, you can't become like, you won't get the most, you know. So when it's fearful, like when everybody else is selling and all that, and also not for all tokens, not for all tokens, I'm saying that based on what we've already talked about previously and even today, you know. We've talked about when you're getting assets, you have to get the utility assets with utility. You have to get wealth generating assets, you know. So those kind of assets, when everybody is dumping, like, let's just use example of BRL. Like right now, if you had not bought your BRL tokens, or if you are looking to add, this is the best time to add. Why? Because people are selling, and when people are selling, what did we say? It's a good time to buy at what? At a discount. So you have to really buy then, right? King Steve say that when the market is fearful, that's when you become greedy. So this is when you stake, this is when you build up, because when the storm comes, it's too late to start scrambling, you know. Everything will have gone. Imagine when the bull cycle is here. Now that is when you want to start buying. That time BRL is at $30 and you've been seeing it at $3. You know how bad you'll feel? You'll feel so bad. And you know what? You'll still buy it either way, because you do not want to miss on the USDC rewards. So when you'll be buying, Queen Debbie and myself will just be celebrating in the chat. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you know, you don't want to become, you don't want to be that person that is running up and down when the bull cycle is here. The bull cycle is coming to elevate us. It's coming to make us, you know, financially free. It's coming to give us new identities. Now that is the time you want to come and buy. You know, you'll just have to buy and wait for the next time, or you know. But you have to really know what preparation really looks like, you know. Sometimes before you do something, just like we said already, you really have to strategize, right? So you have to automate staking, so you're earning passively, you know. If you have Bullrun tokens, you'll be earning USDC rewards. So these rewards, they are daily rewards, by the way. That they accumulate daily, you know. So you'll be earning we call them passive income. Yeah, because it's passive income, by the way, because your main income is when you're buying BRL with that money of yours, right? Like when you are investing. So that is your main income, right? So apart from that, you'll also be getting USDC on the side. So these USDC that you'll be getting, they are your passive form of income, you know. And we really encourage you, if you've bought your Bullrun tokens, you stake them. Just stake them right now. Why? Because you know, during the bull cycle, everything will be so up there, including the gas fees, you know. And you know, for you to stake, you know, staking is just like any other transaction in the blockchain. And you know that with every transaction you have to pay using something we call gas fees, the transaction fees. During that time, the transaction fees would also be high. So imagine you have bought your tokens today. Maybe you bought a tokens maybe worth $200, and then for you to stake, you wait until that time comes, the bull cycle comes, because you know, apparently you are not believing in the USDC reward. So when you hear everybody saying in the chat, oh guys, I'm getting my reward, so you'll be like, oh, I have to stake. So by the time you want to stake your tokens worth $200 that you bought today, that time you'll be using like 100, or even more to stake. So once
Mhm.
you've bought your tokens as early as now, the best thing to do is stake them immediately, because if you wait, you might not you might even miss the chance, or still you might spend even more. Whereas right now the gas fees are $2, $3, 80 cents. That is still very, very cheap, you know. So you have to stake while you can, right? And then also, once you have, the whole point why we earn rewards in USDC, apart from not making our token how do we call it, inflationary, because now we know if we would be getting rewards in BRL tokens, that would mean BRL would be straight up inflationary, because you see too much of something, because you see our developers would have to generate more tokens to keep up with the rewards, right? And you know that when there is too much of something in the market, it becomes inflationary, like it has no value because there is a lot. So people will just be dumping left, right, and center, you know. So that's why we get rewards in USDC. So these USDCs, as much as they also help our BRL token to be stable and to be stable, it also helps you as an individual, you know, to have your real time value. So for example, let's say you have accumulated up to maybe 2000 in USDC rewards, and you don't want to use them at that time, you know, they'll still retain the value. They won't be going up, they won't be going down. So if you're not using it, just let it be in USDC. You know, that's also another way of retaining the value of your USDCs. If you're not going to use it, or maybe if you don't want to buy another token, just let it be in the in the USDC state. Let me call it that. Just let it be there, right? Another thing, you have to keep a BRL bucket for compounding. Compounding is something that is very powerful, and if you really take it seriously, it's really going to earn you more. It's going to really help you, because this is how you will be getting more tokens without going to hustle for another money to come and buy. How? Strict using your simply by using your USDC rewards. So if you get your USDC rewards, use them for compounding and buying back more BRL. That is how you're also going to be accumulating more BRL tokens, and even more in value, and even more in USDC rewards, right? Another thing, educate yourself every time. And thank God for our ecosystem, because we have these sessions almost every day, right, Queen Debbie? The only day you don't have session is on Tuesday. That is the only day. Why? Because we understand that there's so many people in this industry that they really want to, but they don't know how to. You know, right now, you maybe if you're watching right now, or maybe you're watching it as a record, or sorry, as a video later on, you want to really take part or be part of this coming bull cycle, but you don't know how to, or rather you've already bought your tokens, but you still are very green, like you don't know what to do. When, you know, we normally have sessions with our developer free of charge every Monday, every Thursday, and every Saturday. And even better yet, you see, apart from those three, Queen Debbie and myself are here every Wednesday. And for the women, because, you know, women, we have to have our own money also. Yeah. So we also have sessions for the queens, right? Like, if you, by the way, if you've noticed, our ecosystem is very big on also women empowerment. So so every Friday and Sunday we also have sessions for the queens, just the queens alone. Yeah. So when you after getting your tokens, really go out and seek education, feed your curiosity. Don't just sit and relax, because you're going to, I don't know, but you might you might even not know the value of what you're holding, you know. Because like right now, maybe you have Bullrun, and that is why people have sold their tokens. Because Queen Debbie, you get a good asset as early as now, and then because you don't know the value, its value, you start gambling it, you sell it, and then in years to come, or in 1 year to come, you start regretting. And the people who will now be making videos, oh, I bought tokens in the bedroom. I bought tokens, sorry about that. They'll say, oh, I bought my BRL tokens, and now I sold them. You see, like that, the Shiba guy. You've seen Queen Mother play it, right? So
Mhm.
those people are the ones who will be making videos about Bullrun token, the way they bought it early and they are not patient and they sold. Don't be in that category, right? So you really have to strategize yourself, prepare, educate yourself, because just like in school, education is it's so wide. You can't know everything in one day, right?
Mhm.
Our ecosystem was built for survivors, not just for people chasing moonshots. Then they say to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. Fine, you want to go to the moon, but what are you doing right now? But for people who want perpetual income, freedom, and resilience, you are in the right place. You are in the right place, because that is what you'll get. And like we always say, nothing comes easy. You have to go through the full process. That is how you live and understand. That is when you'll understand the full potential or the full value of the assets you're holding. Because how will you appreciate that $50? How will you appreciate when BRL gets to one bull run for $50 when you are not here right now through the 30, through the $3 and the 60 cents? Of course, people who will come at that time, they'll really feel better, they really feel good. People who come that time at $50, they'll feel good because they'll just buy like this, and they'll be receiving the USDC rewards. But the person who is holding right now, how will you appreciate even $10 if you don't appreciate this right now? You won't appreciate it. It's the same way, Queen Debbie, when we were at 20 cents, 60 cents, people were like, they didn't even know, but then when we went to $5, everybody was happy because they knew the value of waiting. So if you're already here, just be actually patient. Patience also it's also a key role in wealth building. You can't just wake up and have a lot of things. You have to really be patient, right? So whether the market crashes tomorrow or today or next year, just ask yourself, have you built a system that works in every season? Because if your answer is yes, then that is real wealth. And you know our if you go to our website, it says it's time for an ecosystem that works for you and not against you. So if your ecosystem is not returning liquidity, then you are the exit liquidity. If it's not giving you uh like, if it's an asset that is not generating wealth for you, you are the wealth generator. you know if it's not, if it's not retaining, if they're not using the volume to your own advantage, you as an investor, then you have to ask yourself why you're there. So just we hope that these sessions, they really speak to you, and they really challenge you. That's the best. I hope they really challenge you. Yeah. So if your answer to the question is yes, then you are in the journey to making real wealth. But if it is no, or maybe you can't even find an answer, your eyes are going left, right, you have to think twice. And as we are here, we are not giving people financial advices. We are not financial advisors, neither did we not go to school for that. We're just here to share and to educate and to inspire one another, because we know that the season that we are really waiting for in this industry, it's really about to come. And if you're not prepared, we might miss it. So back to you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you so much, Queen Val. I really liked it. If you don't have a system that is working for you, you are you are working for it. So at the end of the day, you are the exit liquidity, as she said. Wow, that is amazing. Thank you so much. So if you are going to take anything from what we have said today, it's the survivors do not panic. Prepare. They prepare. They prepare in Bullrun. BRL token as a community also is built around that. We are built in a way that we are not going to be panicking, because we know what is happening, and we know what is coming, and we are an educated community. We just don't do guesswork. We don't just go and on hyping. We are not here just to do guesswork. No, we are here for strategy. We are here for sustainability, not for hype, not for guesswork. So I really want us to get to understand and to go through what we have talked about today, and get to understand that you are not in this ecosystem for you to panic. You are here to for a strategy. You are here for sustainability, not for what? For guesswork. We are here with our developers. They teach us. We know where we are going. We are not people who are led by people who don't know where they are going. And we are seeing everything that we have been taught by our developer already happening, and some are still unfolding. So let's stay tuned, my community, because we are in it for a good treat. So get ready. If you're here for the first time, join the movement and get to share with others that are in your cycle, because we are in this ecosystem to make good money and to make life changing money. So back to you, my beautiful queen.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie. So I'm going to go through the comments. Um, we have Queen Debbie is saying, ready for this amazing session with our beautiful queens, Val and Debbie. We appreciate you as a community queens. That is Queen Privy. Thank you so much, Queen Privy, for that. We hope that this session was so detailed and so inspiring to you. And I see Queen Tabitha. She's saying, hello, community. Looking forward to learn today. We hope that you really learned something, Queen Tabitha. Yeah. Thank you for your comment. I see Queen DK. She's saying, good afternoon, Queens. Looking forward to another session, timely session. Thank you so much, Queen D. We hope that the session was amazing. Queen Gloria saying, greetings, family. We thank the Queens for always finding our ours, for always feeding us with free education. Thank you so much, Queen Gloria. And she says, BRL is our bank. Absolutely, absolutely, Queen Gloria. Queen Barb says, hello community, once again, our beautiful queens are back on the screens to inform and empower us with much more needed important information. Thank you, Queen Debbie and Val. Thank you so much, Queen Barbara, for always tuning in. We appreciate you. Queen Rosemary Kirote says, wow, Queens, thanks for educating us. We are not quitting here to win. BRL is our way for financial freedom. Thank you so much, Queen Rosemary. That was so amazing. And then we have Mr. Steve, our developer. He's saying, happy Wednesday, Bullrun community. Another beautiful Wednesday to be informed, educated, and inspired by our amazing queens, Debbie and Val. Thank you, Queens, for your consistency and commitment. Thank you so much, Mr. Steve, for always supporting us. This means so much. By the way, family, it's one thing investing in tokens, and it's another thing investing in a community token. Because if I may ask you today, do you even know the developer of the tokens you're holding right now? Answer yourself. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Steve. We really appreciate you, because you see, for us, our developer is here and is also supporting us, is educating us every day, free of charge. You don't need, we are not subscribing to anything, we are not paying anything, So it's a free educational platform. So we really appreciate you, Mr. Steve, for your tireless efforts and the commitment you have for the Bullrun community. Queen Gloria is saying, when is our coins going to be listed? Thank you, Queen Gloria, for that question, and I will answer it again, like we've always said. First things, I'll answer you. I'll give you an answer. Yeah. Okay. Let me just go straight. Our tokens, as far as BRL, actually all our tokens, they have they have already been registered, and the payments have already been done. And the only thing we're waiting for, that for you to be listed, it's the volume. The volume, that is what you're waiting for. So that should not really worry you. We will be listed on CoinGecko. Bulan is already on CoinMarketCap, so that should not worry you. If you go to not CoinMarketCap but Live Coin Watch, if you go to Live Coin Watch, you'll see BRL there. So we're only waiting for CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. That is all. But for all these other exchanges, we are not getting listed on these centralized exchanges. Why? Because we are a decentralized, our tokens are decentralized. And another thing, just because you are listed does not mean that you're a legitimate token, or you are a token with utility. You have all seen the tokens that get rug pulled. You've seen the tokens that are not doing so well, especially the rug pulls. They're so real, and these are tokens that have been listed in almost every exchange. So being listed doesn't mean that it's not a guarantee for a token to do well, you know. And also, if you didn't know, let me explain to you with my 2 cents, at least from what I understand right now in the crypto industry. When you are listed in an exchange, for example, okay, in any exchange, you all know the exchanges you use. You being listed in that exchange, it really means that they are taking our tokens, and if anybody buys, sorry about that,
Sorry
sorry
for
about that. So sorry about that, sorry about that. So as I was saying, being listed in an exchange, it doesn't guarantee. So when you are listed in these exchanges, it means that they take our coins and they put them there, right? So every time people will be buying this token, for example, let's say if BRL is in any exchange, so every time people will be buying BRL on that exchange, the liquidity that we really need is going to them. And that is why you see many tokens with a big market cap, but the liquidity is next to zero. You know, that is what these exchanges do. So when we say that we need liquidity, and, and if you don't know, the value of a cryptocurrency is in the liquidity. So if we are listed in so many exchanges or in any exchanges there, it means that every time people will be buying our token BRL in that exchange, the liquidity is remaining there. Yet we need that liquidity to come into our main pool for our token to be sustainable and stable, you know. But if you are listed in every exchange, that means that our liquidity is not coming to our pool, it will be going to them. And that is how you'll start seeing tokens with a lot of market cap and the liquidity is less. So to answer your question, Queen Gloria, don't worry, our Bullrun token or our tokens, Killer Whale Survivor Bullrun, as soon as we get to the right volume, they will be listed. Everything else is done, and we are on the line. So once we hit the volume that is required, you will see us on CoinGecko and you'll see us on CoinMarketCap. I hope I answered your question. AW 444 is saying, greetings to all the BRL farm. Great topic packed with a lot of information and empowerment. Thanks to our amazing, beautiful queens, Debbie and Val. Thank you so much, AW. We really appreciate you for always being there. Queen Luisa is saying, happy Wednesday, Bullrun family. I am happy to be here every Wednesday afternoon. Thank you, Queens Val and Debbie, for sharing and empowering us. We really appreciate you, Queen Luisa. We thank you for your support always. Queen Barb says, that's very true, Queen. The bull cycle is coming to elevate us. Absolutely. And if you're not well positioned, you're the one who might elevate it. Yeah. So it's time for us to be elevated, not time for us to start getting prepared at that time. This is the time to be prepared when it's still sunny. Yeah. Queen Mother Caroline is saying, thank you, Queen Val and Queen Debbie, for your dedication to the community. Today, you all have educated, informed, and inspired us. Thank you so much, Queen Mother Caroline. We thank you for always being here to support us. I see Cynthia Hunja. She's saying, thank you, Queens, for this powerful session. Wealth is not built overnight. Absolutely. An encouraging statement to hold our tokens. Thank you so much, Queen Cynthia Hunja, for supporting us. We really appreciate you. And we hope that this session, and to everybody else, that this session was so empowering and inspiring to you. And above all, it really challenged you today, right? So with that being said, we just want to thank you all for tuning in. Your comments really means a lot to us. We really thank you so much. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please just subscribe to our channel and also share and always like. And also, you know that we normally have YouTube sessions, right, every Thursday and in between the weeks on our main channel. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to that, also please go and subscribe to our main channel, because that is where we are educated as a community at large. So also subscribe to our channel, Mr. Steve's channel, and also like and comment. Yeah. So thank you. Back to you, Queen Debbie.
Thank you so much, Queen Val. I just want to thank you all those who have commented. We really received your comment with love. Thank you very much for supporting us. Continue to share with your friends, your families, and those who haven't subscribed. As our Queen has said, let's subscribe. We just want to thank you, and Queen Connie. I don't know, just say thank you, Queens. Thank you so much, Queen. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for your comments. So, yeah, queens and kings, those who are here today who supported us, please let's not forget to share our video once we are done. Also comment. It's really good so that it can reach somebody who is out there who's looking for such information. So thank you so much. Back to you, Queen.
Thank you, Queen Debbie. With that said, we want to wish you a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, and for those starting just their day, we want to wish you a wonderful time. And be sure to always tune in every Wednesday for hot topics, and also tomorrow for our YouTube sessions every Thursday and in between the weeks. Keep just stay on the look for the links. And also, if you're here and you're really wondering how to start this journey, please kindly just drop a message to Queen Debbie or myself, and we will take you through it every step in every step. And in our community we are here to empower one another, so you don't have to do this journey alone or to walk this walk alone, because we are here for you. And remember, this is not financial advice. We are only here to educate one another, inspire and empower. Bye until next week.
Bye bye.